Hello. It's a weekend, which is typically when I do my long runs. I think last time I vlogged, I said that I wasn't too sure whether I was going to just carry on running, see how it goes, or have surgery, or do what. As you know, I'm absolutely dead set on doing this 100-kilometre run from London to Brighton on the 29th of May. And what with the injury with the meniscal tear, it's really been difficult to kind of battle through. I started doing some work which I won't bore you with it, but my physio recommended. And I spoke to the specialist again a couple of days ago, and I asked him, I said, can I do this? And he said, and I asked him, what would you do if you were me? And he said, well, I'm not you, but if you don't give it a go, I think that you'll regret it. So see how you go with your running. And that's what I'm doing. So I did a couple of 5Ks over the last week, and today I wanted to test it out on a 10K run. And if I'm honest, the first 5K or maybe 6K, all I was thinking about was my knee. And I think what I need to try to train myself to do is get out of that kind of headspace, that negative headspace, and worrying whilst I'm running, and just focus on enjoying the run. So I got to about sort of 5-6K. I decided to walk for about half a kilometre to a kilometre or so. And then on the final leg, the final bit back, I just put on some music and just started thinking about other things. And in actual fact, there was no real sort of soreness at all in my knee. So, I mean, obviously 10K is going to be different to any sort of greater distance that I do, but it's a starting point. And I think I'm going to try to kind of build it up from here. So I think over the next week or so, I'll be trying to maybe do a couple more 10Ks, and then if I can manage it maybe next weekend or a little bit after that, try and get to 15. Time's against me though, that's the other thing. So I know that, I'm not trying to do the event in any kind of particular time. I just want to be able to run as much of the event as I possibly can. So yeah, anyway, that's by way of update. All of this, of course, is for to try to raise awareness and funding for Alzheimer's Research UK. There's been a bit of news with my dad, just to kind of give you a bit of insight in so far as some of the things that we're dealing with at the moment. In probably about sort of like early Feb, his heating went when it started turning extremely cold. His boiler went, and we've had to sort of try to get people in, which is ordinarily not difficult, but there has to be somebody there, one of his carers or one of the members of family there, to open the door. Otherwise my dad would just not understand what's going on. But sad, because I went over to deliver him some fan heaters, and he was just sort of sitting there in his woolly hat and coat, sort of not knowing what to do or anything. So I just felt really sorry for him, sort of on his own, sort of sitting there in the cold, but doesn't complain, just kind of watching TV and getting on with it. So but thankfully we managed to get a couple of better heaters than the one that I had, and that's kind of seen him through for the rest of Feb. And it looks like his boiler is now going to be fixed. It's an expensive job, a cost we could have really done without. I mean, his care is costing an absolute fortune, so every penny counts, and every time something happens like that, it's money which you think that's money less, which is going to last him in the long term. So yeah, that's just by way of quick update. Obviously part of the raising funding for the charity is to try to bring an end to this horrible disease. I know many people who have contacted me privately saying that their loved ones have also suffered from it, so they understand what I'm going through. And it's a long, horrible journey for the person who suffers from Alzheimer's and dementia, and also the wider family who have to look after them. And there's no easy way around it. My dad's position is completely irreversible, can't be cured. And so just over time, I just know it gets worse and worse. So it's quite degenerative. But it is what it is. It's, unfortunately he's got it. We have to kind of try to deal with it. But if money and funding can sort of be put towards preventing other people from getting it in the future, and if they can one day find a cure, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So if you could please try and dig deep. Every penny counts towards a charity, so give as much as you possibly can. The Just Giving page is justgiving.com/fundraising/easier said than run 123. It's definitely easier said than done, all this 100K and all this trading stuff. But anyway, hope you have a good weekend, everybody. Hope everybody's well, and I'll no doubt log on and speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye.